Chapter 46. As the day swiftly transitions into night, a chilling darkness descends upon the land. The once scorching sun retreats beyond the horizon, leaving the world enveloped in an eerie silence. In this moment, the zombies who had been animated by the sun's rays abruptly collapse to the ground. The absence of the sun's warmth drains their lifeless bodies of any remaining energy, rendering them motionless and inert. The air becomes heavy with anticipation as the zombies fix their vacant gazes upon a group of unsuspecting individuals in the distance. A sinister, knowing glimmer flickers in their lifeless eyes, for they are aware of the impending horror that is about to unfold. The people, oblivious to the impending doom, stand unaware of the malevolent presence that lurks nearby. Suddenly, before their very eyes, a grotesque metamorphosis begins to take place. The transformation is agonizingly slow, as if time itself has been stretched to its limits. The people's bodies contort and twist, their human forms warping and distorting. With each passing moment, their limbs elongate and their muscles ripple beneath their skin. The pain is unbearable, and their screams of anguish pierce through the night, echoing in the desolate landscape. Shirts are torn apart, revealing the grotesque spectacle of their bodies undergoing a macabre transformation. Muscles and ribs shift and rearrange, adapting to their new bestial nature. Their arms elongate, fingers morphing into razor-sharp claws. And then, the most horrifying change of all occurs. Their faces elongate into snouts, their teeth elongating and sharpening into a fearsome set of fangs. The metamorphosis complete, the once human figures now stand as monstrous creatures, their bodies fully transformed into werewolves. The moonlight casts an eerie glow upon their fur-covered forms, emphasizing the sheer horror of their existence. A collective howl reverberates through the night, a haunting symphony of primal rage and bloodlust. Their eyes, now glowing with an otherworldly intensity, lock onto their former companions, who are frozen in terror. The werewolves, driven by an insatiable hunger, begin to advance towards their prey, their powerful wolf-like legs propelling them forward with terrifying speed. The air is thick with the stench of fear and impending doom, as the night becomes a battleground between the undead and the monstrous. The three of them stood frozen in terror as they witnessed the horrifying scene unfolding before their eyes. The moonlight cast an eerie glow on the lifeless bodies of the zombies strewn across the ground. Adelmo, Lana, and Samara could hear the sound of the creatures sniffing the air, their senses keenly attuned to the scent of the living and the dead. It was as if they were conducting a macabre investigation, determining which ones were still animated by the curse of the undead. The werewolves' growls reverberated through the night, sending shivers down the spines of the onlookers. Adelmo, Lana, and Samara could feel the primal fear coursing through their veins as they watched the creatures tear into the decaying flesh of the zombies. The werewolves moved with a savage grace, their claws ripping through the rotting bodies with ease. It was a gruesome sight, the scent of blood and death filling the air, as the werewolves methodically shredded the undead, ensuring that they would never rise again. Adelmo, Lana, and Samara kept their distance, their hearts pounding in their chests. They knew that the werewolves were formidable predators, capable of inflicting unimaginable harm. As the minutes ticked by, the werewolves continued their relentless assault, obliterating over 100 zombies in a chilling display of power. Finally, the carnage came to an end, and the werewolves turned their attention towards the trio. Adelmo, Lana, and Samara braced themselves, ready to defend their lives if necessary. But to their surprise, the werewolves merely nodded their heads, acknowledging their presence without any intention of harm. It was a moment of eerie understanding, as if the werewolves recognized the shared struggle against the forces of darkness. The night was shrouded in darkness as the eerie howls of the werewolves pierced through the air, sending a chilling message to their fellow creatures of the night. The lifeless bodies of the zombies lay scattered on the ground, a testament to the brutal massacre that had just taken place. The werewolves, their eyes glowing with an otherworldly light, vanished into the shadows, leaving behind an unsettling silence. As the adrenaline slowly subsided, Lana, Adelmo, and Samara exchanged perplexed glances, their faces etched with a mixture of fear and curiosity. Lana's voice trembled as she broke the silence, her words barely audible. "Have they ever done that before?" Adelmo shook his head, his voice filled with uncertainty. "No, never in all the time have I researched nor witnessed such a display of power. What about you, Samara? Have you ever seen anything like this?" Samara's eyes widened, her voice filled with a hint of unease. "I've read whisper, tales of their howls carrying messages across vast distances. But to witness it firsthand, it's something else entirely." Adelmo's curiosity got the better of him as he pondered the significance of the werewolves' communication. "It's intriguing," he mused, his voice laced with a mix of fascination and trepidation. Turning to Samara, he extended an invitation. "Well, Samara, we're heading back to the hotel room. You're welcome to join us. It's not safe out here." Samara, grateful for the offer, nodded in agreement, her voice tinged with relief. "Sure, I've just arrived in town today and haven't found a place to stay yet." "Thank you." With a sense of urgency, they all climbed into the car, their hearts pounding with the weight of the unknown, and drove back to the safety of the hotel room, hoping to find solace in the familiar surroundings. As soon as they arrive at the hotel, they make their way to the front desk to inquire about getting a different room for Samara. They specifically request a room that is as close as possible to Adelmo's room. Luckily, they are in for a stroke of good fortune as the hotel staff informs them that the adjoining room next to Adelmo's is available. Without wasting any time, they proceed to purchase the room and head up to their respective accommodations. Upon reaching their rooms, Adelmo turns to Samara and asks her if she would like to come inside. Samara, however, politely declines the invitation, expressing her exhaustion and stating that she will catch up with him tomorrow. She adds that she is feeling completely drained and in need of a good night's sleep. Lana, overhearing the conversation, agrees with Samara's decision and mentions that she too will retire to bed. Adelmo acknowledges their plans and assures them that he and his companion will be in their room if they require any assistance or have any needs. Samara responds with a friendly "all right" and expresses her gratitude for the time spent together. With a mutual understanding, they bid each other farewell and proceed to enter their respective rooms, ready to unwind and rest after a long day.